Hello, thanks for joining me today. Today I have a quick hip stretch for you. So go ahead and get on your mat and we will start on reclined butterfly. Come lying down on your back, soles of your feet together. Place one hand on your stomach, one hand on your heart. Allow yourself to settle in. You can place blocks underneath your hips if you need that extra support. Otherwise, close your eyes and just begin to notice how you feel. Notice the thoughts. Don't linger on them, just notice them. Allow them to come in and then go right out. Feel your stomach rise and fall with every breath you take. Maybe even beginning to make deep maybe. And then when you're ready, begin taking deeper breaths. Having an even number of inhalations and an even number of exhalations. Come into an intention for today's class. Finding a word or a phrase that resonates with you. Choosing something you can stick with for your day or evening, depending what time it is. Using something you can truly stick with, whether it be happiness, balance, love. Choosing one thing that you can always come back to in your practice as your mind wanders. And then something you can use when your day gets a little stressful. Coming back to that one word to bring yourself back to this moment. This place of calm with just you and your breath. When you're ready, use your hands to draw your legs up. Bring your knees into your chest and begin rocking side to side, massaging your lower back. And then when you're ready, you're going to begin rocking up and down your spine. Take several rocks, massaging that whole back. Take as many as it feels good. And then we're going to make our way to a tabletop. Coming onto your hands and your knees. Spread your fingers out wide, wrist in line with shoulders, knees in line with hips. Use your inhale to drop your stomach down towards the mat, chest and gaze up. And then your exhale to lift your back, gaze to the top of your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, lift your back. Inhale. Exhale. One more cycle. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Walk your hands out just a little bit. Curl your toes. You're going to slowly begin to lift your hips up, coming into our first downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. Bending one knee, straightening the other. Several pedals here. Pushing into all 10 knuckles. pushing into them finger pads. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into stillness. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee, begin to make circles going in one direction, keeping both shoulders in line with one another. Switch directions. And then once you've done an even number on both sides, come back three-leg dog. Step that right leg to the outside of your right hand. Drop that left knee down, coming into lizard pose. You can stay up on the palms of your hands, drop down to your forearms, or maybe you bring blocks underneath your forearms. Finding what feels good to you here. Do whatever's comfortable for you here. Notice your hips. You should be getting a good stretch in the outside of that right hip. Maybe even a little stretch in the left front. From here, you're going to curl them left toes under, lift that left knee up. You're going to turn both feet towards that left side, sinking down into that right hip, coming into a right side lunge, keeping that left leg straight, right leg's bent. Maybe you're down here, maybe you're up here. It's whatever's comfortable for you, wherever you are. Find that place of a stretch, find that place of comfort, but yet stretch. Your hands can stay down on the mat, or maybe you bring them up to your heart center. When you're ready, you're going to lift up into both legs, coming up to a wide leg stance. Bring your hands to your hips. On your inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward, bringing your hands in line with your shoulders, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, find length in your back here, coming into a flat back position. Exhale to fold forward. Walk your hands back to the front of your mat, framing that right foot. Turning both feet back to the front. Drop that left knee down. Send your right hip back in line with your left, coming into half splits pose, straightening that right leg. Inhale, find length in your back. On your exhale, maybe you round your spine forward. Walk your hands forward, coming into a low lunge. Plant your palms on the mat, curl your left toes under, lift that left knee up. Send your right leg back, coming into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Put a bend into your knee and begin making circles in one direction with the left leg. Switch directions. When you're ready, straighten that left leg. Send the left leg to the outside of your left hand. Drop that right knee down. Come into your variation of lizard pose, whether you're on the palms of your hands, down on your forearms, or a block. Notice the difference on sides here. Both sides are different. Just notice it. When you're ready, you're going to curl the right toes under. Lift that right knee up. Turn both feet towards the right. This time you're going to sink into that left foot, left hip. Right leg's going to be straight. Maybe you're down low. Maybe you're up here. Either way, recognize it. Notice the difference on sides. Hands can be down on the mat, or maybe they're at your heart center. From here, you're going to push into both legs, come back up, standing into that wide leg pose. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length, flatten your back. Exhale to fold. When you're ready, walk your hands to the left foot. Turn both feet back towards the front of the mat. Frame that left foot. Drop the right knee down. Send your left hips back, half splits. Inhale to flatten the back. Exhale, round it, folding forward. Walk your hands forward. Plant your palms, low lunge. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee, send your left leg back. Downward facing dog. From here, shift forward into plank pose. Drop your knees down, send your hips back, child's pose. You can keep your arms out long in front of you, keeping active arms, or maybe you sweep them back down by your feet. When you're ready, you're going to make your way up onto your shins. Swing your legs around in front of you. And then we're going to come into butterfly pose, bringing the soles of your feet together. Use your elbows to push down into your thighs, giving your legs a little bit of resistance, maybe taking it a little further into the stretch. Keeping your legs in butterfly pose, come all the way down onto your back. Coming back to exactly where we started. Placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Noticing how you feel. Noticing the difference from the beginning of class to now. Stay here. Maybe you straighten out both legs. Bring your arms to the side, coming into our final relaxation pose, Savasana. Taking as much time as you need to in this pose. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.